everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Jaguars going up against the Browns. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Going to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And the quarterback won't take the snap here. This is the Wildcat look. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. The play clock's running down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Back deep, Rashad Green.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know many people like to throw it in the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Osweiler. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Out to the left here to Reed. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Throwing again, Osweiler. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Malik Jackson is very steady and awfully productive.
Leopard! 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 Hurry up, here we go! Blue, Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Blue, Leopard!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up here. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's awfully tough on a defense when he's able to move outside the pocket and still keep his eyes downfield looking for open targets. You don't know whether to attack him or lay back and try and defend the pass.
Hurry up, here we go!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what they're...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The left side completion to Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. That one good for 14 yards. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a first down.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Costly mistake for the offense. They now face 17 yards to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. It's Osweiler again. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The throw on 1st down with Osweiler. And Jones has it over the middle. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And those 1st downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And that's incomplete. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Play action. It's Osweiler. Jordan Reed has it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a long...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Corey Grant, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get 16 yards there, and it'll give the Browns a 1st down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry up. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. It's Coleman for the Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Browns are back within a score. And his kick is right through. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw is Osweiler, eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Out to the left here to Reed. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Another pistol look here. Play action. Now Osweiler steps away. This is caught inside the 15. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed. And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go. You love pressure. I love it. Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level. And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Osweiler. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They go play action now. Osweiler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Now Osweiler. They'll buy some time right. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Let's go!
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. He finds Coleman. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. And now a first down following that long gain. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Now let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 18 yards there and a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now back to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. And that will get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. All right, here we go. Detroit!
And they'll run it here. Muscles him off. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets him a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, mentally right now, they hold the
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, an 11-yard touchdown. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he puts it through. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Patriot! All right, here we go.
Osweiler's going to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now it's Osweiler. The left side completion to Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry now for Yeldon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.